All right, so here's a video that I've been wanting to get to for quite a while now. And I finally found some time and I'm gonna do it. And I think this is something that's gonna be a lot of fun. Very educational for me as I go through this. But what this is right here, this is a chainsaw. So I've used chainsaws almost my entire life. Typically I use your professional, popular, well-known brands that last forever as long as you take care of them. They start on every pool. But I know that your everyday DIYer, farmer, rancher, when you go and look at the sticker and the price of some of these other ones, not everyone can afford that type of a chainsaw. So this is a more affordable one. This particular chainsaw is 62cc. If you were to buy one of these in your more popular brands, you're pushing close to $1,000, if not over $1,000. And this one here is much less than that. So what I want to do is I want to put it to the test, see how it works. And if you're not using this on a professional setting, you're just using it from time to time, odd jobs around the house, clearing limbs, cutting down a couple trees. Let's see how it works. First thing I want to do is I want to unpack it. And let's see what's in this box. So first thing I see are some blade covers. Looks like you've got a 24-inch and a 20-inch or bar covers. This does come with 2 bars. So you've got your 20-inch bar, and I love that it says chainsaw, so you know exactly what you're getting. All right, you get one of your chains. Yep, there's a chain. Little tool bag. This looks like your handle and your brake. This is your brake right here. I've got that foam falling all over the place. Cool color of orange though. That's nice. Okay, so you got your chain brake right there. Let me take out this foam. And I'm unpacking this with you right now. And we're gonna unpack it, we're gonna unpack it, assemble it, and I'm gonna put it to the use. Just so you can see if this is something that would work for you. Here's your 24-inch bar. You can kind of see the comparison here. The 20 and the 24-inch bar. I'll put, let's put that foam everywhere. So far seems to be packaged well. Some of the foam is damaged, but the chainsaw itself looks perfectly fine. Mini gas tank, because this is going to take mixed fuel. So this is nice because you can put your additive in this side and your fuel in this side and mix it. So that's kind of handy. Starting to run out of room up here on the front. Okay, now for the head. This is the chainsaw head here. It's got a good weight to it. I would say probably similar to any other 62cc saw. And then this came open, but here's your other chain. I'm guessing this is the 24-inch chain. It looks like I've got a little bit more chain here. Get that packed back up until we need it. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely a 24-inch chain. You can see the difference in the sizes here. 24 or 20-inch chains. Okay, let's see what else we got here. That's it. That's just packing right there. Okay, so last thing, man, that foam's going everywhere. Last thing you've got here is the user's manual. So we'll put this box back here with the rest of these packing materials. Let me bring the camera in, and I'll get this assembled, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it, and then we'll go from there. All right, we just got this chainsaw put together. It was a little more cumbersome than what I anticipated. Not bad, but a couple of pieces, they fit together well. But a good example is your brake here. You see how that's a little bit flimsy, and then lining up the tensioner onto the bar, the chain tensioner onto the bar was a little bit cumbersome. But all in all, it wasn't too bad. So these are all the tools that came in this little tool bag here. And you pretty much have every tool you need to be able to get it assembled. So you have on the back end of your bar wrench, you have a flathead screwdriver. You have 2 Allen heads, this little mini flathead here, and then you have a chain file, which I guess could work in a pinch. But let's walk around this saw just a little bit. So you do have to assemble or install your log spike. That's this right here. It's 2 Allen screws that they honestly look a lot like this right here, but you have one over here and one down here. You tighten those up and that gets your log spike on. The saw itself, like I said, you have your chain brake right there. You have your bar oil right here. You have your mixed fuel right here. And then on the saw itself, you have your on-off switch. Bringing it up here, you have your choke right there. And when you pull your handle, it's gonna go in. And then right here, you have your prime. So once I have it filled with fuel, I'll push that to prime it. This is your air filter cover right here. And I think that's about it, with the exception of this little screw right here. So once you have it loose, you need to have these two nuts loose, and then you can put tension on your chain. That's your chain tensioner right there. And I have it about where I like it right there. So anyway, you're gonna go clockwise to tighten it, counterclockwise to loosen it, just like most things, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Here you see the chainsaw 62cc. So all in all, for the price point, really sturdy. You know, you don't want to compare it with other classes, but compared to its own class, it feels sturdy enough for the price that you pay. Let me go ahead and get it filled up, and I've got a little project that I need to do for my wife, and we'll run it through its course, see how it goes. Okay, I've got the saw put together. I've topped it off with bar chain oil and then the mixed fuel. And let's go ahead and give it a shot, start it up, and I've got a little project here I'm going to be working on, and let's see how it runs. Okay, I would say that this saw is working just fine. You can tell that there are a couple pieces that differentiate this from some of the more expensive brands, but those more expensive brands are meant to run for professionals, you know, hundreds of thousands of hours, not hundreds of thousands, but hundreds or thousands of hours. And so for the price point, I don't think you could beat this. Now, of course, I haven't put it through the paces, but it cuts logs and it starts up right away. I had only warmed it up for about 4 or 5 minutes before I came over and started the video just to make sure it was working. And so, yeah, I think this is a winner, especially if it's something that you're just going to need around the house or the property for every now and then. So, yep, the chainsaw. I think this will work.